In this video demonstration, what I want to do is go over the process whereby you'll be submitting your property to me utilizing a form that I've created in Google Documents. Now, in order to get to this form, all you're really going to do is log on to Desire to Learn. You're going to go over here to Content, and then when you go to Content, you're just going to scroll down here for a minute, and you're going to look for this video tutorial. It's called Student Project Property Information, and down below there's a Student Project Property Information form. You're going to go ahead and click on that. And in my case, this message that you see pop up is part of my virus protection software. So I'm just going to say Show All Content. And you're going to see this information, general information. What you want to do is take a minute and read it. But basically what it's saying here is that this Student Class Project Property Information Submittal Form. And again, I'll just get this. The purpose of this form is for you to submit your property that you're going to be utilizing for the course. And then when I receive that information, I'll get it in the form of a spreadsheet, like an Excel spreadsheet, where it'll show the student's name, the property type, the address, so on and so forth. Going down here just to make sure we reiterate what the requirements are, the property needs to be located either in Sacramento, Yolo, Placer, or El Dorado County. In other words, not Los Angeles, San Francisco, Nevada, Oregon, in one of those four counties, because I know for sure that the property profile information that we're going to be utilizing is covered in those four counties. And also we want everybody, when you're doing your student presentation, to be familiar with where these properties are located, so your fellow students will be able to understand how you interpreted this particular project. Next, the property must be a single-family detached home, condominium, or townhouse. In other words, not a duplex, fourplex, shopping center, apartment house, nothing like that. Just a normal single-family home. If you do not have one, or if you're in town, you don't know anybody, and by the way, this can be your mother's house, your father's house, aunt, uncle, doesn't make any difference. You know, who owns the property. Could be a neighbor's house. But the important thing is that you want a property that you have full access to, meaning that you can go inside, you can take photographs of the inside, photographs of the outside, that when somebody talks to you, that you have a really good feeling for what the neighborhood is like. So when you're trying to figure out what the property should sell for, you really are very familiar with that particular neighborhood. And if somebody, for some reason, does not know somebody that owns a single-family home, condominium, or townhouse, and you need somebody, I can talk to me immediately in class, and I can get you hooked up with a real estate agent that probably has a listing that we can make arrangements for you to go out and photograph the house, say for example during an open house that they may have. So that's why I say you have to have access to the inside and the outside of the house. You have to be familiar with it, and the reason why familiar means that when you pull the public records, it's going to show things such as how many bedrooms, how many baths, and you're going to find out a lot of times that there are properties that the public records may say that it has 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. You'll go out and take a look at it and say it doesn't have 4 bedrooms, it has 3 bedrooms, and it has 2.5 baths. So what's important about that, especially when we're sharing that information during our student presentations, we get a feel for how accurate a lot of public records are. For example, the home that I live in, that I built brand new in El Dorado Hills back in 2004, shows that this house has, I believe it's 4 bedrooms, and I think it's maybe 3 baths or something like that. The house it has more bathrooms than it has 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. So you really kind of want to make sure how accurate all of that information is, so that we have an idea. You also find out too that there are properties that are located in these different counties where records are more up to date than other counties, and also depends upon how old the house is. Next thing, you're also going to want to be able to briefly give it a description of the property. So I give you an example right here. You know that this home's located in Cameron Park. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It has a living room, dining room, kitchen, so on and so forth. This is usually the statement that you would usually have, like in the flyer that you would put out for the property. an advertisement flyer that would say this is a house, is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, gorgeous view, has a swimming pool, sauna, 3-car garage, RV parking, whatever it is. You want something that would be probably a couple sentences at the most, no longer than that, not some huge paragraph or 2 or 3 paragraphs, usually maybe anywhere from 1 to 3 sentences. Now, once you get here, you're going to click on this link, and this is going to open up what we call a Google form that I have created. And I'm going to go down here and just briefly show you what goes in here. And I give you all the help as you go down. You're basically going to start out with your first name, and I'll put mine in, last name. And then, of course, you're going to need to have your property. I'll scroll up here, property address. So in this case, this house is 2795 Went Worrth Road. And then this is located in Cameron Park. And of course the state is California. And then the zip code is 95762, which I don't think is really correct, but we'll go with that for right now. And then basically you're going to put in a description, and rather than you watch me type, I'm just going to go ahead and paste it in here. And what you're going to do then is you're just going to scroll down here. I'm going to move this form up a little bit so we can see what's going on. I'm going to scroll down here a little bit more, or move this form up just a little bit more, and you'll see a submit button. You go ahead and hit the submit button, and then that will go to a file that I have in Google Documents, and you will receive a message once you submit it that looks like this. And it just says that once you've done this, you get full credit for it. You want to do this right away. And then I will get this, as I mentioned before, more or less like in an Excel spreadsheet that'll show your name, last name, first name, the property address, and the brief description. And then I'll be utilizing that to give you credit for this assignment. And again, thank you very much for watching.